Ecco2K's E is one of the best albums ever made. It's so rare to hear an album that has such a high level of vulnerability by an artist. It's insane what Ecco does on this album. And for example, Kendrick's last album had a lot of vulnerability in it, but it was also very mid. That's the difference between Kendrick and Ecco2K. Ecco2K's album had an inane amount of vulnerability and just pure honesty and humility, but it was also very good lyrically in every single way. It was his first full-length project where he talks about a lot of his personal issues in a very musically sound way, such as drug addiction, just identity, and lots of other things that we'll get into. The first track, AAA Powerline, is about his ketamine use. So, starting off your first full-length project by your ketamine use is extremely based, to say the least. It starts off with the chorus, which goes like, crushing rocks with Oyster card, so nauseous can't sleep it off, backseat of some car, zip tied up, can't move my arms. He is crushing ketamine rocks with the Oyster card, which is a payment system used for public transport in London, and backseat of some car, zip tied, can't move my arms can possibly refer to him actually being on ket in a backseat of some car, or because ketamine gives you the feeling of detachment, it can be interpreted as he is not even in control of his own body, his own car. And zip tied up, can't move my arms refers to ket users not being able to speak and feel detached from their body, can't move their arms when they have too much of that funny ket. Now this song, I've listened to this song more times than I would like to admit, but this is so based, bro. This is so based. Starting off your fucking debut album by saying you're on fucking ket and repeating the same 4 lines over and over again. Mate, that's so based. That's so based. And the bridge kind of goes deeper into everything by saying will I ever be whole again? Will I ever be home again? At the bus stop, sucking cock. And right after that we have Peroxide, and it also continues the theme of the crystal rock crushing. At the bus stop, crushing rocks. So he's still at the bus stop, crushing rocks in his hands, waiting for a bus, crushing ketamine rocks in his hand, or crystals. They all stare at me, I don't care at all. Oh my god, fuck you. And this whole verse after the crushing rocks, it refers to him being Ecco is Swedish, right? Swedish people are extremely white, and Ecco2K being a black man obviously gets stared at in Sweden because normal Swedes are not used to seeing Africans such as Ecco2K. As you'll see, this theme will continue in the album. Everywhere he goes, they look at him wrong, and every day it's the same, and he has to stay strong, you know? So Peroxide is about him kinda abusing ketamine and also getting stared at by people in public, and people having negative perceptions of Ecco just because of his skin color. Why are you scared of me when I'm not so hard, you know? It refers to Ecco being come on bro, I'm still a fucking human. Look at me, I'm a member of Drain Gang, bro. I'm not that hard. I won't fucking kill you, you know? I won't rob you. And no Peroxide, I stay dark. Peroxide is a product used to bleach someone's hair. So I think he's talking about kind of bleaching his skin. Not bleaching his skin, he stays dark, and how people don't want to be around him. It's a common stereotype that Africans will rob you, especially in predominantly white countries where the only perception of black people they've had was in movies as gangsters and violent people. Chop off your body parts, chop his arm off, and take his watch is a reference to society at large looking at nice things owned by black people and assuming they must have cheated their way to the top or just stolen the watch to own it.
How are you, officers? What can I do you for?
Well, look at this. Power windows, power seats. I'll bet you the thing costs $6 grand, eh?
Yes, and it has a roof, but it's hidden.
Hey, what kind of work do you do? An individual of your particular ethnic persuasion?
I beg your pardon?
Maybe he's a noted athlete.
I beg your pardon?
And just because you see a black man driving in a nice car does not mean it's stolen. I stole that one, but not because I'm black.
He's saying chopped someone's arm off and took his watch. And the song continues with him just crushing more rocks at the bus stop and people still staring at him in a negative way. Fucking fantastic. Fragile is the third song on Ecco2K's E, and it refers to, again, his race, skin tone like Diet Cola, and also ketamine, third in a row. My racing heart, it stops and starts, breaks apart and paints the walls. An abnormal heart rate is a common side effect of both MDMA and ketamine. And the outro is in Swedish Swedish, saying, translating to wake up, breathe in, breathe out, and follow the light, referring to the fact that I live inside your walls. Not really though, I'm joking. And this is what I'm talking about, like this album being very, very personal to the person itself. The fourth track, Bliss Fields, is literally just a monologue about how he feels unable to choose a correct path, how everything in life is pulling him in different directions and he cannot choose which one to take. And during all this singing, right, Ecco is using a very kind of feminine voice, which is obviously, it's called a feminine voice because men don't have voices like that. And I think E was kind of like, it was not the start of it, but I think it definitely like contributed to the voice he has today, because when Ecco started singing very kind of femininely on E, it just evolved into the Ecco2K we have today, which is like the Crest Ecco2K, which is literally like high-pitched noises, which I absolutely love, by the way. Ecco in Crest is absolutely fucking phenomenal, fantastic. So the thing is, the lyrics I just told you and all the meaning behind it of his substance abuse and how people look at him negatively just because his race is also complemented with like fantastic music, which is insane. On the song CC, which is track 6 on E, he talks about breaking the chain and changing the rule, which I think refers to him not conforming to the normality of just general day-to-day life, because Ecco does not sound like anything in the music scene, and he changes the rules in the fashion scene because he looks so different, and he basically means that he's never conforming to the normativity and always remaining different, mysterious, elusive figure, and always staying independent and doing what he wants, which is based. Now in the song Calcium, Ecco goes like full ketamine mode, because in the first verse he starts singing about love. He has a thing for someone, and then from like singing about love and about having a thing for someone, having love for someone, and thinking that someone is the only one, he just fucking goes full double K crystals kiss my nose. All the chorus is literally just fucking ketamine abuse. I've been rolling ox and bone, double K crystals kiss my nose, smoking on dope, I feel so cold, 25K on Silk Road, come on, and 2GK went to the hole, like come on bro. I love the vulnerability and I love the honesty this man has for like, okay, yeah, I love someone. And also, double K crystals kiss my nose, bro. 2 grams of ketamine, I went to the K-hole. And I also love Stone Island brand. Yeah, I'm gonna rob someone for their Stone Island coat. In Sugar and Diesel, he kinda switches off the ketamine for a little while, right? He starts talking about being someone else around other people. He basically has put up a facade of himself around other people, and in saying I'm someone else around people, please don't make me do something evil, he means that he does not want to do something he doesn't agree with to keep up this false facade within people. Uh-oh, that's embarrassing. Oops, no, something happened. Someone please call an ambulance. No more gotta have it. No more I can handle it. Ecco, being an experienced drug user, is referencing an overdose, and he's referencing being embarrassed by taking too much and him having to need an ambulance in front of other people because he thinks he's an experienced user and is embarrassed by his mistake. And no more gotta have it, no more I can handle it. If you ever had an addiction to something, you know what this refers to. Like the saddening part is when you know you're addicted but you feel as if it can't stop, and maybe you won't ever stop. You know? And just more drug talk in verse 2 and more being kind of like the victim. Actually, speaking of the victim, this song references the actual song Victim a lot, and it basically has the same themes on it. Don't Ask is about how Ecco hurt someone and longs to have them back in his arms. The instrumentals lack any drums, creating a more spacious ambient feeling that allows the atmosphere to build purely based on the melody. The sound at the end of the song is likely the inflation of a nitrous oxide balloon, most commonly used to get high. This is also the album version of Don't Ask Quick Slip, lacking the Trash Island radio tag at the start and the Blade sample at the end, leaving the mysterious live version with drums unexplained. Security is a fucking fantastic song from Ecco2K about how a toxic relationship ruins him. First of all, he starts off by saying that something so beautiful can taste so foul, much like the e-girls that you've talked to. And the chorus is basically that, oh my god, it's so beautiful, it's so perfect, you know? How did you get so fucking perfect? I wish that I was perfect. His partner is perfect, and he then goes off about how from 1 o'clock to 2 a.m. to 6 in the morning, he does not recognize himself, and every time he looks in the mirror, he sees monsters, which can be attributed to like kind of body image dysmorphia, you know? Not everyone is born like a Giga Chad, and yeah, some people have trouble accepting their bodies for what it is. A common symptom of this is avoiding mirrors to not see yourself, as seeing yourself can cause anxiety. So yeah, Ecco's going on about that. The song Time is I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. He's talking about playing God of War and talking to walls and walking through the walls. Yeah. The Cock Don't Stop. And the final song, Blue Eyes, is one of the shortest songs in the album, and it's literally Echo shouting in a like highly distressed vocal style over an experimental beat by Good, saying that all his friends got blue eyes, which is a reference to Swedish people always having blue eyes because it's a common trait of Scandinavian people. Echo is saying how all his friends were white and had blue eyes, and he didn't fit in as a black man in Sweden when he was younger. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And oh my god, man, I love this album so fucking much. It's so good. It's so good. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Fucking Georgian passport approval. I will give Ecco2K Georgia citizenship if he ever asked me to. Please comment down below what you think about the album and what you think about the video. Like and subscribe. Bye bye.